Well, sweet. Will you just tell me your name and where you're from?
My name is Zeb Powell, and I'm from North Carolina. My name is Zeb Powell, and I'm from Zeb. Forget how to talk when you do interviews. God damn it. My name is Zeb Powell. I'm from Waynesville, North Carolina.
Sick. How'd you get introduced to snowboarding?
How did I? I went up once actually, for Thanksgiving, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, I went to a lesson at Cataloochee ski area, and I think my teacher sucked. Like, she was super mean, and she set me up a left foot forward, like regular instead of goofy. So I did not pick that up at all. Like, hated it actually, and yeah, I did not have fun.
Oh, that's funny.
So the first time sucked actually.
Really?
Yeah, and then I all my friends were doing it, so like I was still pretty interested in it, and I was also skating at the time. I think it was like around 7 or 8, and then my dad's best friend's son, who's like a college student,
Cool.
who was friends with a lot of the guys up there,
Yeah.
just wanted to take me up again so I could try it, and yeah, I actually. So I went up like for one night, and he sent me Goofy actually, and I think I got it within like a run or two.
Wow.
And then I think, I mean,
How
I
old,
did-
how old are you at this point?
how old was I? Do you remember? I'm pretty sure I was 7 or 8.
7 or 8.
He was there for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
7.
7?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 7.
Word.
And then I'm trying to. Did I hit a box my first night? Yeah. Was it? It's like. So I think, yeah, by the end of the first night I was riding, I wanted to hit one of the boxes in the park.
Dang.
Yeah,
So literally your first experience ever, they set you up regular, didn't like it,
hated it.
and then you went back again, and you were riding, like, by the second time, you were riding top to bottom,
Yeah.
and then you were hitting boxes by the end of the night.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I'll never forget that. I remember you hit your head really hard, and we thought you were done. We were like, yeah, he's not going to come back and snowboard anymore.
Oh, that's funny.
Was it off that small jump?
It was on the box.
It was on the box, so.
Do you remember that feeling of the first time? Like, when you actually got set up properly to ride Goofy, do you remember the feeling of being like, this is the best thing ever? Or what were your thoughts after getting set up from going regular to Goofy?
I don't know. I don't really think. I think I was just kind of. I was like figuring it out and like checking it out. I wasn't really like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I was just like, just like a little kid, just bored and I guess getting used to it. I was just feeling it out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, now, why do you love snowboarding?
Yeah, I love snowboarding because I can be as creative as I want or like do anything I want really on the mountain. It's super free.
Yeah.
Like, I love flying through the air, and I can do that however I want to on my snowboard. So
Yeah.
I guess that's a great part about it too.
Do you feel like there's a freedom in that?
Yes.
Can you like try and describe that freedom of flying through the air and being creative?
That's hard. Dude.
I guess like, you know, what's going through your mind on how you approach doing, you know, a knuckle huck or a rail trick on that 210 centimeter board? Like what's going through your brain on how to approach a feature?
What is going through my brain? I don't know. I'm like, I feel like I'm pretty like ride or die going into a feature. Honestly, like I'm like, yeah, all gas no brakes more type of snowboarder.
Yeah.
Like I don't really take caution. I'm like make or break. Like if I get bodied, I get bodied. But I'm trying this trick. Like
That's amazing.
Not afraid to fall.
Yeah. Oh man, that's hilarious. What was it like growing up in North Carolina and being a snowboarder?
I think that's what really gave me my creative side of snowboarding.
Uh-huh.
Because we didn't really have like much park, and or like So we had like a small train park that like I did like a lot of hiking and stuff in, but
Yeah.
then like there was like I was just like at the bunny slope, and there was all like another minute or two of riding before you got to the park. So you had to like, and we had these walls that were like perfect for doing jumps on and off of, and so like you just find your own lines and do your own stuff off that stuff, and I think that kind of taught me how to be creative on a snowboard.
Yeah, it kind of forces you to be creative.
Yeah.
You have like a couple 100 feet of vertical terrain, so you got to make every foot count.
Yeah. So it's like we didn't have jumps. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. We didn't have jumps, so it's like we were looking for jumps on the mountain, like around the mountain, like on the walls. So I think that's what kind of taught me how to like go big, because I like wanted to like get air, but there's nowhere to get air, so I had to find those places.
Do you remember like a time or a trick or just time snowboarding that like creativity just completely took over and you're like, oh my gosh, I love snowboarding? Like, you know, was there a season or a feature that like really just brought out the creative energy in you?
I think it was purely Catalucci.
Really?
Yeah, just like I said, yeah, coming like that. Those like only like that 50 minutes or 50 seconds before you got to the park, it's like your flow state, like where you're finding all the jumps, or like finding new jumps, and like I think also being with friends helps you, like kind of fuels you to find those jumps, because it's like you want to like have your friends follow you, or like you see your friends do something, and you're like, oh, that's sick, and it's like I think we just wanted to make the funnest run before we got to the park. And so we're just looking all around the mountain for like the fun hits and like going as big as possible.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What did you as a kid? What did you think of X Games?
I thought it was like, dang, what did I think of X Games?
Did you think it was cool, or did you think it was like kooky?
Oh, I thought it was so sick.
Yeah.
I thought X Games was super sick. Like I would always watch it. Like I remember like watching big air jumps, and like seeing that jump and be like, that is insane. Like, what if they don't make that gap? Like, it's like they're doing like crazy stuff.
Yeah. Did you hit the jump at all?
I didn't hit the big air jump. I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah.
I think I was more like just intimidated by everything.
Yeah. It's a super intimidating place. Word. What did it mean to you, like being invited to X Games this past season?
I mean, not being like a traditional slope rider, like who has to earn their spot. Like I luckily just got my spot to X Games through creativity, so it meant a lot to me. Like being like one of the few who could actually still go to X Games.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like just doing my own thing, like not having to like do like huge competitions and like, you know, grind a whole winter to like get to that place, more or less.
How'd that make you feel?
Like lost the words for it.
Because you kind of did it your own way.
Yeah. I can't, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of the word. Oh yeah, like super lucky. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like where I was kind of thinking is like, you know, I've always been super impressed by you just because like, you know, you do go 100, it's like 100 or bust, and you've just created your own path. And so I've always just been super amazed that, especially with X Games, that like you just found your way there. Like,
yeah.
I feel like you've carved literally your own career. And like,
yeah.
Can you explain that a little bit, or like kind of?
I guess just, it's sick basically like getting to X Games just because of like my mind, more or less, and just like spur of the moment thoughts that like make for these crazy knuckle tricks or like clips, or that you know, made me stand out on Instagram, or like as a snowboarder to get to X Games knuckle huck.
Yeah. How'd they invite you?
They through email, like, or what do you mean, like how they?
Yeah, is it just an email?
Yeah, I got an email one morning.
What'd you do? Where were you?
It was like, what time was it? It was like 11:30. I think we were about to go eat food.
Yeah.
I was in my friend's attic. Like, it was like our man cave almost. And I just looked at Instagram, and like there's like that like request bar in your DMs,
Yeah.
and I like saw how the number went up, so I checked, and it was this, I forgot, I think this lady like had sent me a DM and asked for my email. Like she like worked with X Games and asked for my email,
Yeah.
and I was like, what? Like, I wonder what that could be. It was like, I wonder if this is it. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like freaking out. I wasn't freaking out. I was like, had a crazy look on my face. My friend's like, what? And I'm just like handing the phone. They're like, oh shit. Like, no way.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, then we went out to eat, and like we were all kind of waiting, like had that on our mind a little bit. And then I was chilling at my friend's at a friend's house at Lake J, or like Lake Junaluska.
Yeah.
We were on my friend's front porch,
Sick.
and yeah, the notification just dropped down like in my Google, or like
Yeah.
my Google notification dropped down, and it's like, you've been invited to X Games, and like I like started freaking out. I was like, no way, like heart dropped, like I like just stood up and started walking around, like no way,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. What like if you could try and find some words, like what did that mean to you, you know, from your whole snowboarding career growing up in North Carolina to like be invited to the prestigious X Games? Can we put the phone down?
Sorry,
Oh, you're good.
fidgeting.
Yeah, so like what did it, you know, your whole career, like you just carve your own way and then you get an invite to X Games, like what would that mean?
I don't even. What did it mean?
I mean, was there like, were you like, you know, like was it an accomplishment? Were you proud? Like, you know,
yeah.
again, you just like your creativity got you there.
Yeah.
Like, how'd that make you feel? That like creativity and for the sport that you love, like, got you to such a prestigious event.
Yeah, I guess literally just doing what I love. Yeah, like it meant so much. Like, I guess to do so, like get invited to something so big, like purely off of doing something I have fun and just enjoy, like naturally. Like, so I guess it felt like, of course it's like hard work to like make that all happen, but it didn't feel like hard work. It just felt like, you know, I got there based off of fun, and I think that was the coolest part, you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Sweet. So what was it like when you rolled up to Aspen for the first time? Well, have you been to Aspen before?
Never been to Aspen.
Yeah. So what was it like, you know, pulling into the athlete parking, going and getting checked in, like seeing the event, like what was that like?
It felt like Hollywood. It should have felt like Hollywood. Like, I don't know, like huge like generator trucks everywhere, like food tent, like pros, like the biggest pros, like just walking around, you know, like the lights, like for practice, like, yeah, just basically like this whole aura of like the whole X Games, just like shining over it too, like perfect like Aspen night, you know, like the glow of the lights, like on the half pipe and the big air,
Yeah.
like all just kind of projecting too. It was like a crazy vibe.
Yeah, it's like such a crazy event because every pro from every different genre of the sport and multiple sports are all there at one place,
Yeah.
like competing in a span of 4 days. Like,
Yeah.
it's a sensory overload. Well, cool. What was going through your mind, like hiking up those stairs for the first time, dropping in for the knuckle hug?
I remember dropping in and like, honestly, it felt so cool. Like just dropping into the knuckle, like, I don't know. I feel like just it reminded me of like seeing everyone dropping in, like I like just sitting in my like reminded me of watching X Games, like just watching people drop in,
Yeah.
and like the camera following them. It's like getting there to do it in real life. It's like, wow, like we're really doing this. Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
It
What-
felt so normal though. I kind of felt like, I don't know, rolling in, like I kind of felt at home, just like riding.
Yeah.
I felt like I was still normal. Like I guess just being on my board made it fine.
Yeah. How was the shape of the knuckle? Like, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was sick actually. Really easy to overshoot though. Like it's like straight down almost, but it was sick.
Yeah. In your best way, trying for someone who maybe just saw a clip, like how would you describe the knuckle huck?
Dang, how would you describe that?
Or how would you describe
I don't
doing a trick
know.
on the knuckle?
I guess. Huh? How?
I mean,
Yeah,
they have a huge run in because it's a big air jump. And
Yeah.
They just decided to shape because there's that. Did you ever hit the little lip
Yeah.
that they shaped? Did you like that? Or did you prefer the actual true knuckle?
Well, I mean, the first day, like I think everyone was expecting a true knuckle, so
Uh-huh.
like we were hitting it, kind of like that's the bummer. But I think we also like it got like less and less like before the competition, like each day. So it was like we were getting used to it, but it was like going away as we were getting used to it. So I mean, I guess both ways were fun. But
Yeah. Do you have a preferred side? Because I saw you drop in like left side and right side.
I think I got more leverage off the right side,
Right side.
just because I was on my toe edge. I think I can like move faster on my toe edge.
Nice. Do you know how fast you were going on that?
No idea.
I mean, you're like hauling though. Like, can you try and explain that? Like, just how fast you're going into this knuckle and then throwing a trick and landing on your feet.
I feel like I'm more like cruising in. I
Yeah?
mean, maybe not. Maybe I'm just used to it. I guess the way to describe it is like almost like taking off, like on a like an airplane taking off. Like you like slowly picking up speed and like getting closer and closer. Like more anticipation and like you're going faster. And it's like, and then like you explode off the knuckle and like the snow drops out from under you. And it's like it's truly like you're taking off, like on an airplane.
That's great. Dude, it was so crazy. So I was like filming mostly slow-mo the whole time. And I was like, you know what? Like, I want to drop it down to like real speed. And like, I was waiting for you and I had someone like call like your dropout for me. And so I was like shooting super wide. I was like, I'm just going to like shoot this in real time and just like, I'm going to chase him like as fast as I can off the knuckle. Just to show like how fast he's going. And like, dude, you literally crossed my frame like within like a split second. I was just like, I don't know if like he knows how fast he's going because it is like, I mean, when you slow it down, you're like, this is really cool. And then when you watch it in real time, I mean, it was absolutely insane.
I think also I naturally just like to ride fast.
Yeah.
So I'm like comfortable riding fast. So I don't know how fast I'm actually going. But,
Did you have a favorite trick off the knuckle?
probably like that coffin method, or that like rodeo hand drag.
Yeah.
Like I really like that one.
Because originally you had just like in practice you just did a coffin method, that was it, and then in the comp you did a like coffin method backflip, right?
Yeah.
What went through? You were like, you just switched that, and did you practice the backflip at all, or did you just do that in comp?
That was in comp. I honestly like didn't mean to do it. It just like happened. I mean, I've been doing that coffin trick for so long, and my friends are like, we have a trampoline at our school, so like we're always doing like bed tricks, like you can do like back bounce, backflip, like stomach bounce, backflip, like all this like. There's this thing called a kaboom, and you like do a backflip out of it, I guess. So they all like tell me like, oh, do a kaboom like off the knuckle, like do a backflip kaboom, or like, and like I'm like I don't think it works like that.
Oh,
so like I didn't believe I could do it, and then it just naturally happened. I guess I just said it right, and like the method I think helps it flip. So I think I just went on the speed and like did it perfectly. And it just naturally happened.
Oh my gosh! So you had never practiced it?
Never. It wasn't
flip.
The flip wasn't intentional. Haven't practiced it, but like
That's crazy. But you had your friends like hyping you up, like saying that you should do it.
Well, I mean, I'm just like in like times past, like when I always do that trick, or we talk about it, they're like, you should do a backflip out of it. I'm like, I really don't think it works like that. Like, I mean, maybe, but like that'd be crazy. And then X Games comes up, just do that trick, and it turns into a backflip.
That's amazing.
When it counts, of course.
Oh my gosh, dude, what was going through your mind like during the comp?
I think it was like on a high, honestly. Like,
Just like autopilot turned on, flow state happened.
yes, like just flow state of mind. I think I was like, so like, it was crazy. I like just kept coming up to the top and seeing my name not move, and then I was like, what? Like, this is so crazy. And then I'm pretty sure I thought I was like they give us like a time slot, or like told us we had this much time. And I had done like the 3 tricks I wanted to, I think.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you're probably gonna have time for 2 more runs. I'm like, I don't know what else to do. Like, so I was like just like coming up with stuff like on the spot to drop in and do.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, tell me about the glasses. Do you still have them?
Yeah, I have them.
Oh, that's funny.
Actually, no, I have pairs, like I have the like same model, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Just buy them in bulk.
well, I think I had a few pairs handed to me, and then Red Bull bought some for our slide-in tour thing that we did.
Sick.
But yeah, the glasses were not intentional. Also,
Really?
yeah, I was actually like, I was chilling in the lounge and like about to go out. I think I was walking out by myself too, and like I was walking up, like it was like probably 30 feet from the snowmobiles, like just like. And I like was thinking about how I like didn't have any like speed shades, like to lighten my mood at least.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't know, I just like do it, so, take an edge off, or like show it's not so serious, I guess. And I was like, dang, I usually always have something like that for this. And then I like look down at my feet, and there's these heart-shaped glasses, and I'm like, I hope these don't fall off. Just like perfect.
Dude, that's amazing.
And they did not fall off for any of the tricks. I don't know how.
You found them on finals day?
I found them walking up to to practice,
Wow.
like right before the comp.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, at the end, well, so what was going through your mind? Like, you said you did all the 3 tricks that you wanted to do, and then you had 2 more, like, runs. What was going through your mind there? Like,
Let's see, what were the last 2 tricks? I mean, yeah. Well, I guess it was kind of sick that I got 2 more runs, because, like, I have all these tricks randomly. Like, I just, like, can't. Like, they'll, like, leave my head, like, kind of like a transition. Like, one goes in, one comes, like, one goes out, another comes in.
yeah.
Like, it's kind of like just what's trending in my head, basically. Like, what I'm thinking about. So when I, like, heard I have, like, 2 more runs, I was like, oh, I gotta think of more. Or, like what else could I do? And then it made me think of a trick that, like, I think I practiced actually for the knuckle huck that I, like, hadn't done for anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'll do that. Actually, no. Yeah, I think the first few tricks I did weren't actually supposed to, like, I actually hadn't practiced for knuckle huck. They were just tricks I knew. And then, so I did those, like, thinking, like, that's all I needed. Not all I needed, but, like, that's something. I was like, okay, after my 3 runs, like, I'm fine. And then, like, you got 2 more, and I'm like, what do I need to do? And then I remember, like, oh, like, I actually have these tricks I was supposed to do for knuckle huck, so
Yeah.
I'll try them now.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Dude, so what, like, I actually watched the video again, the live broadcast this morning, but after your last trick, what's going through your mind? Because, like, we're sitting at number 1, and then you guys were all just kind of waiting at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So what happened?
Honestly, I was just kind of, we were just kind of having a blast down there, messing around with each other, like,
Yeah.
just talking, hanging. Like, I was stoked because I rode fine, or, like, had a blast, so, like, I was stoked. I didn't really know what happened. I was like, oh, dang. Everyone's like, dude, I think you might have it. Like, I was like, no, like, I can't believe that. Like, I was like, yeah, I don't know till I know. Like, and I think I was just having fun watching everyone else drop before me, or, like, after me, like, while I was waiting.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I was just kind of still living off that high, just
Yeah.
like stoked. I don't even think I really care what happened after that. I was just like, I got to do my thing, like, in front of the world. Like, I was happy with that. And I think like, once I, like, actually got to go, it was, like, the icing on the cake, of course.
That's awesome. Yeah, what was going through your mind when she just literally came up and put that gold medal around your neck?
Dang, I can't, like, what was going through my mind? I think I was just kind of in awe.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, I guess, how about that? Like, I kind of look at my face, and that's what I think. Like, I was just like, wow, really did this. Or, like, sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't even lost for words, basically.
Yeah. I have this clip in the athlete lounge when I came up to you and I was rolling, and you said that you did it for North Carolina. What do you feel like? What do you feel like that meant then, and what do you feel like that means now? Like, kind of for, Waynesville, North Carolina. What's that mean? What do X Games gold?
I think it means, there's no one. I don't think there's one other pro to come out of here. Like, there's not many people that come out of North Carolina, so I guess, like, did it for my state, of course, because we don't have much snowboarding down here, but we hold it down. So, and yeah, I think to inspire younger riders, like, show, like, we don't have the best mountains, but look where I am.
Yeah.
You can still do it.
That's awesome. It's home.
Yeah.
That's sick. Dude, I gotta find this clip real quick. If I have internet to download it.
You need internet? Yeah, I know the Wi-Fi is kind of bad
That's
here.
another thing that blows my mind, dude, is every other rider you see on X Games has music in their ears. You never see Zeb ride with music.
Mm-mm.
You never ride with music?
Never, dude.
No.
I've never seen him ride with headphones in his ears, ever.
What
No.
is that? Is there like a secret to that for you, or a preference? Like,
I mean, I just like to, like, I love music, but I just like to, like, hear my surroundings,
I mean, it's pretty amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most people have to use music to get in their zone. It's like, for him, it's like, he doesn't
I don't-
need it.
Yeah, music's not hard. I mean, actually, if music's, like, playing around, like, I'm so down with that. But, like, I think I search more for, like, just, like, the right mood, more or less. Like, I'm just, like,
being fully there.
yeah.
That's sick. Dude, click play on that and let me know what happened. We play with the audio.
Yeah. For that, I was just messing around, nose pressing, having fun with it, like, in my flow state, and it was like, I think the drop-in had actually kind of been like before you, like, hit the snow, it was like just like this slab, I guess. Well, it was kind of filled in with, like, chunky, like, icy snow, so, like, it was kind of uneven.
Yeah.
I never really felt comfortable dropping it. Like, so, like, I just started nose pressing, and I guess I caught, like, one of the, like uneven parts.
Yeah.
And just, like, caught my nose. And then, like, honestly, the rest was just, like, I was, like, on autopilot. Like, that was just my brain working. You're like,
Just got back to your feet as soon as possible, and then just finished the run.
yeah, just naturally, I was just like, I don't know. I can't explain that. I was just back on my feet, and I was like, once I was back on my feet, I was, like, in awe, like, holy shit, that just happened. Like, and then, if you'll watch it, I do a revert, like, right before I hit I do a revert at the jump. That's because I, like, forgot my trick, like, fully until I got there, because I was in awe. So, like, I was, like, snap back into it, like, then I was like, oh, I have to do this trick, so I, like, did a, like, really, really fast revert, so I could actually set up for the trick.
Dude, that's amazing.
So, yeah, that was just, I don't know, that was, like, the autopilot, like, save yourself kicked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Cool, dude. I just want to circle back a little bit, kind of like what I was asking in the beginning. Kind of like, what was it like growing up being a snowboarder in North Carolina? And if you can kind of, like, work growing up being a snowboarder in North Carolina into your answer, that'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, I think growing up being a snowboarder in North Carolina is you learn to I think it makes you pretty tough. And you kind of have to be tough because like we're riding on ice like 24/7 basically. And yeah, I think you also, since we don't have like jumps, we don't have big jumps down here. It kind of teaches you to like find your own jumps or like be creative and stuff. And yeah, I don't really know what else.
Yeah, no, that's great.
I think those are the two biggest things, honestly. Like
Yeah.
is learning how to ride on ice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you want to take another stab at like, you know, what's going through your mind on creativity? Like, how are you approaching a jump, a feature, a rail? Like, how are you trying to look at it in the most creative way? Are you basing that off of your previous like skill set trick list, or are you just like, oh, this feature looks pretty rad, I wonder if I can hit it this way?
Like my mind is all over the place. I think it just depends on like what feature's in front of me, or like I guess like what there's the most to work. Honestly, I can kind of get down with anything, or like figure out something on anything really.
Yeah.
Just naturally, or like, you know, I think if you can just hit a feature, you know, just like do the normal stuff.
Yeah.
And like not think about it too much, but I kind of like to like, you know, take a step back and like, think like how else could I hit this, or like how could I like switch a trick up.
Yeah.
I think that's how it goes for rails and stuff. And then for jumps, I think I just look to different grabs to help switch up my rotations, or like think of a different way to like flip or spin.
Yeah.
Like bring back, because I think grabs really are like kind of the basis of how you switch up a trick. And I think it's definitely shown in my writing. Like I like grab a certain way, or like and look a different way, and like it'll like switch the trick up so much, and like I'll look back at a clip and be like I'll even be confused because like it makes no sense. So yeah, I think the biggest thing about creativity is like, for jumps at least, is like I think the grab, because the grab can switch up a trick so much.
Dude, sweet. That's all I got. Thanks for. Let me ask you a couple questions.
Yeah.
Think
No
anything
worries.
else?
I mean, what about like maybe something for someone who's kind of doubting pursuing snowboarding that's from this area? Maybe I don't know. What would you say to them?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What would you say to someone who looks up to you, whether they're from North Carolina or like, you know, they're just trying to get into snowboarding? Like, you have any advice or?
I think the biggest thing that kept me in snowboarding was having friends. Like, just get a good group of friends to do it with you. You're like, you know, drag your friends up, like get them into it. You know, I think friends is what really propelled me.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, you feed off of each other, whether like they're better than you or not. Like, I think just like having someone else to have fun with, like, makes it like 20 times more fun. Like,
Yeah. Do you feel like, actually, do you want to talk a little bit about that, of like the friends you had growing up here in North Carolina?
Yeah, actually, I mean, they weren't pursuing it at all. Like, they just did it for fun.
Yeah.
But I think just being around friends, like, helped me. Like, you know, I think like, if you have friends, you like, it makes it more fun to go explore it. Like, I was like, oh, let's go up to Boone. And like, let's go to App.
Yeah.
And, like, you go with my friends instead of like, going alone. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of hard to like go places, or like I feel like it's hard to pursue it alone, you know, like without anyone around. I feel like there's more to this answer too, and I'm like missing it.
No, you're good. I think that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, just because we live like in a place that's not really prominent for it doesn't mean you can't make it happen. Like snowboarding wise, you know, like skiing, like, even skiing too. Like I don't think we really have any pro skiers coming out of there, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was perfect actually. I love the way you said like it doesn't have to be prominent, you know.
Yeah, like
Right.
just
That's it.
you could make it prominent, honestly.
Yeah.
Like you could be the one to make it more prominent here. Like
For sure.
I think just the more people doing it, like the more you go out do it, and the like bigger it can get.
Yeah. What's it mean to you when you come back to North Carolina and you get to ride?
Oh, I love it. Like I think it's still so much fun. Like just like going back to the roots and like I don't know. I think it just reminds me of like where I started, and like it's nice to be back like home, and like see everyone who helped me get to where I am today. You're like, you know, yeah,
Sick, dude. I appreciate it.
yeah, of course.
Thanks, bro. Word.